Guess what I just did? Whoa. Dance parties usually mess up your hairstyle. I just won Camp Nanowrimo, April 2016. Woohoo! Hi. I have never won a Camp Nanowrimo before, so I'm really excited and stoked about this. Now you can see my salt lamp. I am really happy with the last chapter that I just finished editing. It's chapter 10, and I just felt like it flowed so smoothly, and I was really in the writing mood, and everything was just sounding good to me. So I'm going to read you a little bit of what I just edited. Okay, so there are quite a few fun little scenes that I wrote, but I guess I'll just read this one to you. So the two main characters, Rima and Kuna, just finished shopping at a market stall in a city called Kayenta. Kuna finished the transaction with the shopkeeper, at which point the woman giggled at something he'd said, and nodded for Rima to follow him outside. She could feel narrowed eyes on her back as she followed him out into the bright sunlight. Was that all you wanted? Or is this when you tell me the real task I've got to complete? The sun beat down on Rima's dark hair and made sweat bead out on her forehead. She was not in the mood for foolish tricks. That was the real task, he said. Did you not see all the wares in there? How was I supposed to choose something a woman would like? You think all women have the same taste in scarves? She gestured to herself. I have no fashion sense. I picked those because I like their color. That's all. You would have been better off picking them out yourself. I don't even know the woman you're giving them to. His face tensed for a moment. He glanced down at the burlap sack with the scarf and beaded necklace, and Rima almost regretted her harsh words. Almost. She got grouchy when she was hungry, and Kuna's antics were pushing her toward an outburst. But before she could apologize, he lifted his head and smiled. I like them. It was a good choice. He pulled his hood up and glanced around, giving Rima a moment to study his profile. He had a pronounced, sharp nose, very similar to her own. His jawline was shadowed with dark facial hair, and when his hood moved back, Rima saw large lavender gemstones in his earlobes. They caught the sunlight and sparkled, and she realized that he was prettier than she was. Smell that? He asked, and she lifted her head to sniff the air. It smelled like dust and sweat and donkey manure. Come on. Again, she was expected to follow him through the crowd, and for some reason she did. She would have liked to believe that it was because he hadn't followed through with his part of the deal, but some part of her was also curious about him and his world. So she followed. So that wasn't a very action-filled scene. There's more action scenes in different parts of this chapter, but I just enjoyed that bit of dialogue between the two characters. In this scene, they are still kind of strangers. They recently met one another, so they're kind of figuring each other out, and it's really fun for me to write because Rima can be such a grouch sometimes, and Kuna's just kind of like, YOLO, whatever. So they're super opposite, but I really love writing their dynamic when they're in the same scene together. But yes, I'm just really, really excited that I have won Camp NaNoWriMo. The first 10 chapters of Way of Spears are edited, and oh my gosh, like, I'm on the way. I'm halfway done with this novel, and I'm just so excited about it. So, yay for Camp NaNoWriMo. I'm really glad that it got me editing again. If you watched the day one video, I talk a little bit about why it was difficult for me to get back into editing, but now I'm on a roll and I'm not going to stop. My plan is to have the rest of the novel completely edited by the end of May, and then I'll get that out to beta readers in June. So if you are interested in being a beta reader for me, please let me know here or on my Tumblr. My Tumblr is linked below. Alright, Mew is currently lying on my lap, and I think she's ready for lunch. So I'm gonna go feed her, probably turn up the music and dance a little bit in more celebration that I won camp, and I will see all of you later. Alright, this is my last Camp Nano vlog. See you later, bye!